Okay. Are we live on the air? I said, are we on the air? Okay. On your mark, get set, go. All right, good afternoon, y'all. This is the man in the black mask, and he's back after a 2-week hiatus. I know a lot of you have missed me, and a lot of you was wondering, look, when is the man in the black mask going to return and put in some new shit? Well, guess what? Today's the day. I'm back, okay? The man in the black mask is back, and he wants to share something that a lot of you can relate to, okay? And this is about a military veteran angry over a stimulus check who tosses a smoke bomb out of Mar-a-Lago. Now, I know this is going to create a lot of anxiety over some of you that's still missing your stim checks, okay? And what's even more tragic is that some of you that you know qualify for stim checks may not receive them. Some of you may receive them later. Some of you may receive them never. But this is just very sad on both sides, okay? Because a lot of you have struggled financially because of this pandemic. Now, if you struggle financially pre-pandemic, that's even worse, okay? And I wouldn't wish that on nobody, but a whole bunch of shit is going to happen because of this pandemic. And even if we do get out of this, don't expect things to be the same as they were prior to this crisis, because they won't, okay? And I want to show you something else, too, okay? Take a good look at this fucking dude, man. Don't he look like Brokeback Mountain? Don't he look like a prison hoe? Think about it. He looks like a girl, but he's a man. He just don't act like a man, but yet he acts like a woman. Let me find out that he acted like a woman because he looks like a woman. Okay, let me read this story, okay, and cut the bullshit. I like to joke with you, but I just want to read this story. Okay? See this? It's right here. Okay? Military veteran upset over stimulus check throws smoke bomb outside Mar-a-Lago. Now, he's willing to go to prison over a missing stim check. Federal prison. He better hope he don't get life. The U.S. Secret Service and Palm Beach police responded Sunday afternoon to a report of a smoking and smoldering device at Mar-a-Lago. Very juvenile, huh? A 38-year-old military veteran tossed a smoke bomb outside former President Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago resort in Florida because he was upset he had not yet received a stimulus check, according to a report. Wow. Paul Brantley Rawls of West Palm Beach faces multiple charges, including making, possessing, throwing, or discharging any destructive device, criminal mischief, and disorderly conduct. Now, these are all felonies. CBS 12 reported. So now he got like every felony in the book. Looks like he's never going to see that stim check now. Because why? He's going to be a convicted felon. Convicted felons don't get pensions. Now, you ought to make note of that. The U.S. Secret Service and Palm Beach police responded Sunday afternoon to a report of a smoking and smoldering device on South Ocean Boulevard, where 2 cars crashed while trying to avoid the device. You see that? Now, a lot of you ought to take note of this. What you do can have a profound effect on others. Okay? Friends, family, and strangers alike. That's what a lot of wrongdoers don't think about. They don't think about the consequences of their own actions, let alone the effect that it has on others. Now, each time I do something good or bad, I think about how it would affect other people and not just myself. So that tells you right there that I'm not selfish. I think twice about what I do, whether it's good or bad. Now, this jackass should have learned his lesson the hard way. The bomb turned out to be a 7.5-inch fused incendiary device called 5-minute white smoke, made by Pyro U, according to police. The Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office bomb squad was deployed to look for additional devices, CBS 12 reported. Surveillance footage shows someone in a gray Volkswagen throwing the device out a car window. So they had him on tape, too. Plenty more where that came from. Without the tape, he would have been free to deny it. They would not be able to prove shit without that closed-circuit video showing him tossing the device outside of a Mar-a-Lago. Police traced the license plate to Walls, who told cops on his cell phone, "I know the real reason you want to talk to me." The station reported, citing the arrest report. Quote, "I know why I'm here. It's because I threw a smoke bomb. It's all on video." He told, end quote. He told investigators later. You see that? He readily admitted. He readily fessed up because they had him on closed circuit television. Because evidence speaks when witnesses can't. So I could understand his reason for confessing because he would not be able to plead the fifth with all the shit that they saw on tape. I mean, come on now. I'm sure a lot of you can attest to this, that if you got caught doing some bad shit on tape, of course you're going to fess up to it. I mean, what can you hide? You can't hide nothing, can you? Come on. Cut the shit. Well, police found 9 smoke bombs, 4 flares, 4 5-minute white smoke devices. Holy shit. A 12-foot extendable hook, a nylon rope, and a black glove in his car, according to the report. So he had like ammunition. He had live ammunition. He was ready to go on a suicide mission because he didn't get his fucking stim check. Wow. How crazy is that? He must have wanted the cops to kill him. I don't know. But Walls told investigators he's a combat veteran and former airborne ranger who has struggled since being discharged. Yeah, well, he ain't alone in this. Nearly everybody's struggling due to the pandemic. But do that give him any excuse to do what he did? This Mr. Walls cat. Did he have any right to toss a smoke grenade outside of Mar-a-Lago resort? No fucking way. Okay? And now he's going to go to federal prison and he's never going to receive a pension as a convicted felon. Okay? He should have thought about that before he tossed that bomb outside the resort. He caused one hell of a panic. He spoke of his disdain for the former administration since his stimulus check had not yet arrived. Well, he can shove up his ass. If he gets any money in the future, it's going to go to bail and legal fees. But it ain't going to be no stim check, that's for sure. Walls was being held at the Palm Beach County Jail on a $21,000 bond. You see, Paul Brantley Walls, like I said at the beginning, he should have learned his lesson the hard way before tossing that bomb outside the Mar-a-Lago. He should have weathered out the storm and let things take the natural course, which he neglected to do. So he took it upon himself thinking he wasn't going to get his money by tossing a smoke bomb outside the Mar-a-Lago resort. He should have known that once he did that shit, that the shit was going to hit the fan and that he was going to go in prison. Prison. Federal lockup. The federal government is more strict than the state government. You know, if you are ever tried under a federal court, you can expect the book to be thrown at you right away. And what's even worse, there is no parole in the federal justice system. Okay? You have to serve the full maximum. End of story. And that's what Mr. Rose is probably going to wind up doing, serving the full maximum. Because he's not going to get time off for good behavior. Okay? When it comes to the federal government, good time can go fuck itself. You understand me? Now, let's all pray that this Mr. Rose gets some kind of help in the future because obviously there's something in his head that went off and made him do what he did. However, he does not have an excuse for what he did. He is not justified. Whatever task he had, he is not justified in doing what he did because he could have killed or injured somebody. Needless to mention, he caused a chain reaction. Okay? 2 people got into a car accident trying to avoid that smoke device. So yeah, he got a lot to answer to when he go to court. And he's going to have a lot to think about too whenever he sits inside that jail cell. He's going to think about how badly he fucked his wife up. Okay, he could have killed somebody. Luckily that didn't happen, but still, that'll lessen the severity of his actions. Okay, what he did was crazy, bizarre, on so many aspects. So he's going to need a good lawyer. And let me tell you, even if he beats the charges, he probably may never receive a pension since he was accused of a federal crime. Just being accused of a crime will be enough to ruin your life. Now let me be real frank with you on that. Okay? You may be accused of a crime and beat a certain charge, but these people don't forget. They talk about shit. Okay? News spreads like wildfire. especially in these pandemic times. So it's once your life has been made public, once your life is in the public domain, you can never make it private again. So basically, the whole country knows about you. They know who you are, and they know where to find you. So either way, this man's life is ruined. He may never see that stim check again. Mr. Walls will probably have to do some time, and that's a fact. Okay, because I understand from the bottom of my heart that there's some of you that's still waiting to get your stim check. Some of you may get it now, some of you may get it never. But let things play out naturally, and don't take it upon yourself. Okay, just pray that they give you your goddamn money. You understand? Because some of you do qualify for that pension, but you never know with the government. They got like they got what you call a draft lottery, decide who gets what and who don't. That's the way I saw the government. It was like a draft lottery, you know. But I know a lot of you can relate. So I don't say what I had to say for now. I don't want to like yak or nothing. I just came to read and share something with y'all, because I like to read and share. This is all I can do for them. So anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe and drop a question underneath the screen and tell me what you think about what this man did outside the Mar-a-Lago upon missing his stem cell. Okay? And if I have another story to bring out, the man in the black mask will be back and bring it out to you too. Okay? But I know I gotta amp my game up now because I'm back after a week and a half. But like I said, I'll bring out the best stories to share with y'all, okay? I'm gonna try to bring out some good ones. I'm not just gonna bring anything. Especially with this politics, man. Too much shit be happening with politics. So I don't mind politicking with y'all, but I'm never gonna talk about the government, and the presidents and all this other stuff because a lot of you got too much to say about that, you know what I'm saying? And politics causes a whole bunch of shit to happen. So I made a solution to myself that I was gonna share current events with you, but nothing related to politics. Unless the politician dies or goes to jail. Anyway, thank you for listening. Like, subscribe, question underneath the window. Until then, good luck, be well, and have a good day. Thank you all.